I am 400 pounds. And if I'm being honest, I have had 1,000 day ones. I have stood in that same exact position so many times for so many years. I have made the same promises to myself, the regular ones. This time will be different. This time I'll work harder. This time I will be very disciplined. I'll be on time, on point, no mistake. But day one always felt like a threat, It's like I was entering a punishment. It felt like I was entering a courtroom where I was both the prisoner and the judge. Thinking about it, this is really wild. But today is not day one. Today is the day I stop starting over and start standing still. I'm not starting a diet. I'm ending that war. I'm ending the cycle of waiting to be 10 to be worthy and feel loved. This isn't a day one of a weight loss journey. This is the forever of my healing journey. And for the first time, I feel free to tell the truth, of what happened in 2022. For most of my life, that number of the scale always felt like a death sentence. It felt like a dark curtain was pulled over my future, telling me that the real me, the real Samantha, the one with the big dreams and the huge purpose, was trapped behind a wall, and that because of her weight, she couldn't move forward. But today I want you to look at me. Not because I have made it, but because I finally found the freedom to let people look at me. But because I'm standing in the fire, and for the first time, I'm not trying to hide the smoke anymore. I'm not saying it with a lowered head. I'm not saying it with a heart full of apology either. I'm saying it as a woman who has finally found her feet on solid ground. I've had those Monday mornings where the hell felt thick with hope, but it was a fake kind of hope. It was really just self-hatred disguised as new beginning. I would tell myself things like I'll be strong enough to earn my life back, or that I need to hide and try until I get myself together. That was always my thing. I'm hiding so I could get myself together before I let people see me. But the truth is, you cannot build a beautiful life on a foundation built on self-rejection. You cannot hate yourself into a version of yourself that you love. Today, I break that loop forever. In 2022, I thought I had made it. I worked the hustle, I pushed my body to the limit, I lost the weight, and I felt the high of the after photo. But here is what I don't tell anyone. My foundation was broken because my motive was wrong. I wanted to be 10 so I could feel accepted and loved. I was losing weight out of a deep-seated fear that I wasn't 10, I wasn't safe. I was hustling for my worth. And the problem with that hustle is that it's not sustainable. When life got hard, when the emotional stress hit, when I felt overwhelmed and alone, I did the only thing I knew how to do to feel safe. I turned to food. I ate to soothe the stress out. I ate to quiet the anxiety. And the weight came back. And he also brought some friends. I gained it all back, and then some, and more. I was 370 pounds then, and right now I'm 400. And it came back with the shame, the soul-crushing shame of failing again. I was scared to show up. I was scared to turn on this camera. I thought, who am I to motivate anyone when my name is like Samantha Motivation? I can't even motivate my own self. I'm 400 pounds again. I'm a fraud. I tried to go back to the same hustle strategy from 2022. I tried to grind my way back to health, but it didn't work because I cannot heal a broken foundation by building on the same house on top of it. So I woke up at 5 a.m. with a heart full of anxiety and a body that was already exhausted. I counted every single calorie like it was a sin I had to confess, first to myself. I avoided every social gathering in the name of shame. I pushed until I was screaming for mercy. And for a while, the grind worked. The scale was moving down. The world was moving toward me. But inside, I was like a hollow shell. I was terrified every single day. Terrified that I hit that I felt that if I ate one wrong thing, the whole house will come crashing down. I was scared that if I didn't hit that goal, I will never be worthy of the space I took up. You know, like, you can only run in fear for so long before your soul gets tired. You can only white knuckle your way before your grief starts to sleep, you know. God blacked that exit. He said, Samantha, I don't want you to grind. I want your heart. And to top it all off, in the middle of that shame, in the middle of that darkness, my world shattered 3 months ago. On October 24, 2025, I lost my mother. I lost my best friend. She was the source of my energy, my joy. And in her final days, she made me a promise. And last wish for me was for me to lose weight and to be healthy, to finally live my life. And now, you might be thinking, that's a lot of pressure. But you have to understand the heart of a mother. Her wish wasn't born from shame. It wasn't a criticism. It was born from the purest, deepest love. She didn't say lose weight so you can finally be worthy. She said, I want you to be healthy because I love you so much. I want you to have a long, beautiful life. I want you to have all the beautiful things that maybe I couldn't offer you. It was a blessing, not a burden. And after she passed, I knew I couldn't build her blessing on my old broken foundation of self-hate. I couldn't honor her love with a strategy of punishment. I had to find a new way, a way that was worthy of a memory. And by the grace of God, I finally found the answer I was looking for so long. I realized that the reason I couldn't lose weight this time was because God was blocking the hustle. And he was saying, Samantha, I don't want you to grind. I want your heart. And I went back to John 3 verse 16. For God so loved the world. I realized that God's love for me at 400 pounds is the only foundation that will never crack, that will never come back on me. If I am losing weight to get love, I will always be one bad day away from losing it. But if I am losing weight because I am loved, then my mistake can disqualify me. A bad day, a bad moment doesn't qualify me. They don't define my worth. I'm not starting from zero. I'm starting from finished. The work of my worth was finished at the cross. Now I'm just aligning my body with that truth. This time is different because the foundation is not my willpower. The foundation is grace. I'm not trying to earn a new body. I'm honoring the one I already have. I was sitting in my room at my heaviest, feeling the physical and emotional weight. I felt disqualified. I thought it was done with me. And then the Holy Spirit whispered, Samantha, I love you just the way you are right now. I have been living as if God's love was a reward for my after photo. You know, I thought he was waiting for me at the finish line, tapping his foot, waiting for me to get my act together like I always thought. But he so loved the world, past tense. Finished work. He loved me when I was hiding. He loved me when I was hurting. He loved me at 400 pounds. I don't have to get myself together. He gets me together by his finished work. So if the creator of the universe looks at me and sees a masterpiece, then who am I to disagree? You know, my journey to 170 pounds, 230 pound weight loss cannot be a journey to love. It has to be a journey that comes from the one and only love. So how do we build a sustainable foundation? How do we stop the emotional eating cycle? We have to address the stress before we address the stomach. Here is what I'm doing differently this time. First, I am prioritizing my nervous system safety. I'm not grinding, I'm breathing. I'm learning to recognize when I'm eating out of stress, and instead of judging myself, I'm comforting myself. I'm giving my body the safety it needs and it has been screaming for. Second, I am leading from the middle. I'm not waiting for the after photo to show up. I'm showing up right now as I am at 400 pounds, because shame dies when it's brought into the light. I'm being transparent with you. I'm breaking the power of the secret. You know? Third, I'm nourishing, I'm not restricting. I'm not cutting out life. I'm adding in life. I'm choosing foods that make me feel vibrant, not because I'm on a diet, but because I love myself too much to stay tired. Fourth, I'm anchored in the word. My morning routine isn't about the gym first. It's about the spirit first. I'm filling my soul so that I don't have to fill my stomach with stress. I'm practicing peace. I'm learning to tell my body you are safe. You don't have to protect yourself with this weight. You are walking in grace, not in race. I am refusing to let a piece of metal on the bathroom floor dictate my value and my worth. I am treating my body like a temple, just like God intended it to be, not a trash can for my emotion. I am lifting up my sneakers as an act of worship. I'm not an act of war. I'm breaking that secret. I'm breaking that cycle so the secret can no longer break me. This is the end of the starting over cycle. If you are tired of the shame, if you are tired of gaining your weight back, if you are tired of being scared to show up, then I want you to take a deep breath with me. Breathe in and breathe out. You don't have to hustle your way to worth anymore. You are loved exactly just the way you are right now. I'm going to be here every day except on Thursday, which is the day I take for time alone with God as my Sabbath time. I'm going to show you how to heal the foundation. I'm going to show you how to transform from love, just like I'm doing it. So subscribe and join the family of love. Let's make this the last time we ever have to start, because from now on we're just walking home. I'm Samantha and I'm so glad you're here. I'm talking to the woman who is hiding in the back of the photos. I'm talking to the woman who has a go with outfit that she's been keeping for like the last 5 years. And I'm talking to the woman who feels like she has failed God. My dear, you cannot fail God. One too many times he isn't asking for your perfection. He is asking for your presence. I want you to do those 3 things today for me. First, you're going to subscribe and hit that bell button so we can walk this daily walk together. Second, comment below with the words last day 1. Let the whole world know the cycle of shame ends today. You know, and third, share this video with one sister who needs to know, who needs to hear this, that she is loved at her FES, that we aren't running away from ourselves. We're just walking home to the love that was always there. I'm 400 pounds and I'm perfectly loved by God. And I am finally home. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2. God bless you and happy Valentine's Day.